All right, let's learn how to put that trumpet together. Now, the first step is making sure that your case is in a nice, safe area where it's not going to damage your trumpet. The best place you can put your case is either on the floor next to you, or if you have like a table, that's a great spot too. Just somewhere that's flat and level where the case is not going to wobble or fall off. You might be tempted to put the case on your lap while you're putting it together, and that's usually not a very good idea just because it can so easily fall off, and then that would damage your trumpet. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my case on a little table that's next to me. And then the next step is going to be making sure that my case is facing upright. Now, there's usually two ways that you can tell. The top of the case generally is going to have some sort of like logo or name or something like that. And then the other way you can tell is when you open up the latches, they fall down. So I'm going to go ahead and put my case back. I'm going to open it up. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick the case up just to show you, but you're not going to do this at home. Inside, I've got my trumpet. Now, when I'm taking my trumpet out of the case, the best place that I can pick it up is right here in the middle. That's usually just the safest. I know I'm not going to break anything. Even though the trumpet looks like it's really sturdy, it's actually pretty easy to dent. So we want to make sure we take a good care of it while we're putting it together. So I'm going to set it back down. I've picked my trumpet up right in the middle, like I said. And then there's only one part that I need to put in, so it's really easy to put together. I'm going to take out my mouthpiece. And then that just goes right here in what we call the lead pipe. So I set that in there. And then I just give it a little twist. And that's all I need to do. You might be tempted to twist it really hard or press on it like this. We don't want to do that because it's actually really easy to get stuck. And if it gets stuck, that's bad news. We don't want that. By the way, if that ever happens, all you need to do is bring it to your band teacher and they'll fix it for you. Don't try and fix that at home. That can be really bad. So that's how we put our trumpet together. Let's go ahead and talk about the names of the parts of the trumpet. So I'm going to go ahead and close my case, make sure that's safe. Now, we've got the mouthpiece that we just talked about. Then we've got what we call the lead pipe, which the mouthpiece goes into. You can see you've got all kinds of tubing and piping here. Eventually, that all comes out to the bell. It looks like a bell, so it's really easy to remember the name of it. And then the part that your fingers will eventually press to make notes are the keys. And those connect to these valves. And that basically opens and closes different sections of the trumpet to make your sounds different. Now, these next parts your trumpet may have or it may not have. One is called this ring, and this is what your ring finger will eventually go in. And then you've got another one here. Now, this little ring is actually adjustable so that you can fit your trumpet to you. There's a little screw right here that screws on and off, and then this moves. So that can make it more fitted for your hands, like if you have a smaller hand than I do. So if you ever do adjust that, you just want to make sure that you tighten it back up so that this doesn't fall out. So those are the parts of the trumpet.